Hi everyone, I am 14 weeks pregnant this week, and yeah, I have a lot to tell you, mostly dietary stuff. So, as you know, if you've been following me, I've been very nauseous and I can't drink milk or have very much dairy except for cheese. Cheese seems to go down okay, but I'll start to have these, not weird cravings, but just more strong urges and desires to have just certain random things. And more times than not, it's not in my house. So, for instance, a couple of weeks ago, I was really wanting salsa and chips. I just thought, oh my goodness. And night after night, I'm like, oh, that would be so good right now. It would go down so nicely. And then on grocery day, I will shop and I'll get some salsa and chips. And then they're in my house. And all of a sudden, I'm like, nah, I don't want it. The thought of having it doesn't appeal to me. I don't want to eat it. It's just so strange. It's weird. And then sometimes I'll be like, well, okay, I've been craving it, so let's have it. But then it doesn't go down well, and I probably shouldn't have ingested it. So it's so strange. I've had that a couple times, enough to mention to you, where it's like, oh, I just would love to have this, and then it's in my house and I'm like, nope, don't want it. What I do eat, and always is, easy on the tummy, are apples. Every day about, so I'll have breakfast around 7, and then at 9:30, 10, I'll be hungry and I'll have an apple, and it's wonderful. And the apples right now are delicious, nice and tart and juicy. So that always goes down well, but anything else is like a wild card, whether or not it sits well or I even want it. Some days I'm just like, I don't want anything that I have, and I'll force myself to eat something just so that I don't get shaky. If I don't eat for a bit, I'll get pretty shaky, and that's me, normal, pregnant or not. Quantity, I do find that there are certain days that I'm hungry all day, but most of the time I have just with how things have shifted in me, I've already hit that phase where most times I can't eat a normal sized meal, or I feel so full. It's like my stomach's already being squished, and it doesn't feel very good. I have to eat smaller meals more frequently. Another thing that seems to have happened pretty quickly is my pelvic floor pain. Never had any with Zayden, and with Phoenix I had it near the end. But already, if I am on my feet a lot during the day and say, doing grocery shopping, taking care of the kids, doing the house cleaning, things like that, by the end of the day, my pelvic floor is sore. And it's like, oh my goodness, what am I going to be like at the end of this? This week, I have an OB appointment. I get to meet her and, discuss with her the few things that I'm concerned about, blood pressure being one of them. And I don't know if I have already mentioned, but I'm concerned. The one thing that I'm really quite concerned about is the post-delivery bleeding. Not the postpartum, but the post-delivery. With both children, I've had a lot, and with each time it gets worse. So, with Zayden, the IV oxytocin, that was enough to get it to stop, but it took a while, but it was okay, and they watched me for a bit. With Phoenix, I was in the delivery room for 4 hours until they sent me upstairs to get the bleeding under control. And the IV was not enough. They had to give me a pill that is not pleasant whatsoever, and it goes up your butt. It's like a suppository. It's gross. And, after giving birth, that's the last thing you want. And I don't know if there's anything I can be doing prior to that can help out, or if this is a thing that, does it get worse with each baby that you have, or does it not matter? It's just sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. I have all those questions, so I need to ask the OB because I know she will be the expert with that. Gained weight in the sense of it staying there, not going down. I still go up and down. Last night, we had a big family birthday party and I ate a ton of food. It was one of those days that everything just went in well. And so of course, you step on the scale, you're heavier, but it's not like permanent weight, it's just fluid and food weight. I still will go back down to my pre-pregnancy weight. It goes up and down like that. So I'm still waiting to gain my first, but I'm thankful because I did start this pregnancy a bit heavier. So I know that I am probably losing like my extra fat or extra weight, and gaining the baby natural weight, because your boobs don't grow a size or two without extra weight. They're swollen, they're full, they're heavy. My stomach can't be this big without there being some weight there and just natural increased blood, increased fluids. So I think that I am losing my extra poundage while gaining the baby, and I think it's just equaling itself out. So that's where I'm there. And speaking of actually baby position, I have noticed that this baby, I'm carrying it higher up than I did of my previous two. I do not have to wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. It's amazing. And when I do wake up, my bladder is full. And I'm like, wouldn't this have woken me up even normally without being pregnant? And again, I didn't have it till later on, but I'm so much bigger than I was the last two times that I would be expecting that my bladder would be squished, just like my stomach's already squished. But I think, like, when I look in the mirror, it's definitely higher up. I carried lower with my last two, so that's a real nice thing. I really enjoy that. Oh, and I almost forgot, I felt the baby flutter this past week. At first, the first time, I'm like, well, the baby's like what? At 13 weeks, 3 inches. I'm like, it's not that big. I did feel Venix a lot sooner than Zayden because I know what I'm looking for, right? And your brain kind of alerts you to it. But I thought, okay, 13 weeks, I don't know, maybe. But it happened repeatedly, like 3 nights in a row or 3 different times during the day. And I would be in the same place, and it was like someone was just like flicking me ever so gently in the tummy. And I'm like, oh, that's the baby. If it keeps happening in the same place, and I know it, like I doubted myself the first time it happened, but now I know. So that's really exciting. I don't feel it often, and I don't even feel it every day, but when I do, I love it. I love it. It's nice knowing, that's one of the things I really look forward to, is feeling the baby move and kick. I think it's really special. So I will show you the belly. I don't know if I'm any bigger than I was last week, but see here, like, well, I guess you can't see because I'm wearing black, but the bottom of my bump is a lot higher, higher. Like, there's pelvic region, and here's the baby. So, where am I? The tummy starting. So I'm a bit higher up, which is really nice to get, more sleep. But yeah, I don't think I'm not doing a good job at this today. I don't think I'm any bigger than I was last week. Here's the front. A little bit of definition. Not a lot of change from the previous weeks. All right, that's it. I hope you guys have a good week, and I will update again next week.